Hello everyone, I am Xerix, Lord Sentinel, and welcome back to Century of Economy. When we left off, the Cursed had discovered the sub-ocean, and were sending in the sea monsters to plunder the valuables that could be found there. Now, on to the action! A wide shot of Voyanui. The Favori has turned around and is heading for the home island. Leoroica uses the Kakama to move through the icebergs and island to emerge within spitting distance of the home island. The Lion spots the Lamon as it makes way for the Red Whirlpool. At the end of their turn, they cash in most of the resources on their home island and net themselves well over 100 gold. The Salt El Tiburon finally arrives and serious discussions begin. The Spanish gold system is in full swing, with multiple ships bringing home lumber and other valuable resources. The Buscador and Saragossa are put in charge of processing the silver from the lagoon, and put in order to get it faster. At the castle, the Alchemista explores, finding little of value. At the end of their turn, the Spanish launch, putting Sebastian de Alva on the San Leandro, and also putting the San Agustin into the water with the helmsman inside the lagoon. In the Northern Ocean, the Concordia sails along the coast of Voyanui. Her crew can see a French trading port on the island. Spotting the Lion, the Atlanta and Cheyenne attempt to signal the ship. Across the sea, the Thomas Jefferson leads the Bonhomme Richard and Blackwatch west into English waters. Like the French, the Americans have well over 100 gold and a crowded and busy home island. The Lamon sails into the Whirlpool and emerges unscathed in the sub-ocean. At the end of their turn, the Americans launched the Constitution, Revolution, with Admiral Nathan Rivers, Dalton Hawthorne, Captain, Helmsman, and Oarsman at their Level 5 colony. Noticing new ships on the horizon, the Benjamin sails broadside to the Thomas Jefferson and exchanges a brief greeting. With one of the cursed ships departing, the English feel it is safe enough to return to the Gold Island. The Dawn Treader docks and looks for buried chests, while the Morpheus runs lumber. With limited contact to the greater ocean, the pirates continue to keep to themselves, with a focus on gold from buried chests. Speaking of, a chest is discovered at the Gold Island by the castle. The pirates have some inclination that the castle is there, but cannot be bothered to investigate it. Once again using the Baraki Talisman, the Cursed add Kalama to their fleet. Leviathan enters the sub-ocean, but loses his tail in the process. Calypsos follows behind, emerging unscathed as more of the sub-ocean is revealed. At this time, resources expired and new rolls were needed. The dice were rolled, with a 1 coming up for duration and a 5 for value. For a single turn, food and minerals are the most valuable resource. In addition to the resource change, the quest for it finally moves into English waters. The French have a decent stockpile of food on their home island already, and seek to add to it as quickly as possible. Tutorial Island produces food and is quite near to the home island. However, the French do not have many ships available to gather the resource. Knowing that the values will only last this one turn, the French put an eye out to other islands, and anticipate the next change. On her return trip, the Alchemista encounters the Santa Isabel and shares news of the castle. Using her hoist arm, the Frontier upgrades Flattop Island with a trading port. Elsewhere, the Spirit and Swift Victory sail east, passing the Skull Rock. In the sub-ocean, the Lamon finds an island and some gold. In the far distance, sea monsters can be seen. Given an extra action, the Swift Victory makes land at Voyanui. At the end of their turn, the Americans launch the new Constitution with Robert Stern, helmsman, musketeer, cannoneer, and oarsman. A wide shot of English waters. They are waiting for the Dawn Treader to find 3 more buried chests, so that a quest for the chests may be completed. As they sailed east, the pirates discover Kanohi Island. Their fleet is growing, but at a glacial pace and by design. Luck is on the side of the Cursed, as the talisman is used to bring Ehlek into play. To the south, the Cyclone sails around Poseidon's Eye, discovering a second expansive beach. one of the island's distinguishing features, the sheltered waters inside and under it, a truly hidden cove that only smaller ships can enter. The Dart Pack and Boneyard take the treasures brought from the sub-ocean by Kalim and Slark Gubbet. At Pyramid Island, the Hangman's Joke places a town, thereby claiming the island as cursed. Using an extra action, the Sea Monkey upgrades the town to a trading port. Leviathan cleans up the scraps that Kalim and Slark Gubbet left behind. Suro swims on to the east, past the Bone Temple. Gog Clock finds and explores an island in the sub-ocean. Near the Whirlpool, Calypsos also picks up scraps left by previous monsters. With that, the round ended and new resource rolls were needed. The dice were rolled and it came up a 4 and 2. For 4 rounds, metals and spices would be the most valuable resource on the sea. The French do not have easy access to metals, and the only spice island in play does not belong to them. Fortunately, medicine is still a decently profitable resource. Food, on the other hand, has nosedived in value to 1 gold. While runners seek new routes for gathering resources, discussions continue between D'Alva and St. Croix. Returning to the fleet at large, the Alchemista spreads news of the castle throughout the fleet. Sailing northwest, the Isabella discovers Split Island and the medicine that it produces. At the end of their turn, the Spanish spend a significant amount of gold and purchase 3 town and trading port upgrades. Risking the edge of the ocean, the Concordia sails along the northern coast of Voinui on a course heading east. A wide shot of American waters. A majority of their ships are sailing east, making for Voinui and the metals produced on the island. A meeting at Pride Rock. The Benjamin, Blackwatch, Bonhomme Richard, and soon Thomas Jefferson all dock at the island for discussions. Having put almost all the 5-mast ships they have into the water, the Americans turn their attention to their roster of 4-mast ships, and launch some of them at the end of their turn from their level 5 colony. Amber Flame, with Captain, Helmsman, Musketeer, and Oarsman. Venture, with Captain, Helmsman, Cannoneer, and Oarsman. Freedom, with Captain, Helmsman, Musketeer, Firepot Specialist, and Oarsman. Intrepid, with Captain, Helmsman, Musketeer, Firepot Specialist, and Oarsman. And Pequod, with Captain, Helmsman, Musketeer, Firepot Specialist, and Oarsman. Despite not launching more ships and subpar resources all game so far, the English have collected over 100 gold. The pirates are more focused on gold than on fighting, at least for now. Many of their ships are optimized for cargo, and as such do not have helmsmen. The Curseblade and Executioner make land at Sharktooth Island. At the end of their turn, the pirates purchase 2 home island expansions. Continuing to sail west, the Cyclone discovers the 3rd beach area of Poseidon's Eye, which has not yet been explored. Discussions begin to wrap up between D'Alva and St. Croix. With the change of resources, the Spanish refocus their Golda fleet. Kanohi Iron produces metals, which are the most valuable resource on the seas. In the upper right, the Estrella de Marfil makes sail for the castle. Victor D'Alva returns to Spanish waters and quickly learns of the castle from passing ships. At his behest, the Spanish launch at their home island and the lagoon. La Santa Ana with helmsman and explorer. El Neptuno with helmsman and explorer. La Muerte Rapida with explorer and oarsman. El Rafael with helmsman and explorer. And the Paradoja with helmsman and explorer. American ships begin to enter Voyanui Bay. In the background, the Frontier uses her hoist to explore Voyanui without docking at the beach. At the home island, a town upgrade is loaded onto the Swift Victory. Talks with the English were short and brief. The Blackwatch and New Constitution sail south, where the Jefferson docks at Pride Rock. At the end of their turn, the Americans launch at their level 5 colony. Vengeance, with Commander Albert Crenshaw, helmsman, musketeer, cannoneer, and oarsman. Franklin, with Captain, helmsman, musketeer, firepot specialist, and oarsman. And Gemstone, with Captain, helmsman, musketeer, cannoneer, and oarsman, towing the Quartz Tower Flotilla. After surveying the islands they have found, the pirates take the next step in building their kingdom by purchasing several town and trading port upgrades. A wider shot reveals the locations of the planned trading ports. The cyclone cuts through Poseidon's eye as she enters the cove. At the home island, gold piles up for the cursed. The monsters have brought back lots of valuable gold and quite a bit of silver. At the end of their turn, they purchase another 2 town and trading port upgrades. And that wraps up this report. Factions are slowly claiming islands, and free space on the map is quickly running out. What will become of the discussions between the French and the Spanish? And when will the first conflict break out? If you want to see what happens next, make sure you're subscribed. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.